doctors to examine us.
Yeah, if you're gonna take
So
salad
I looked
home,
around, I figured,
you want salad?
these guys can't be going to the Army. One guy had one eye, another guy had a 50-inch bust, another guy was limping. But Truman was president, and he was a bastard. He says, draft everybody. He says, if they're not physically fit, put them in non-combat units. So every one of us passed. They put our ass on a train, sent us down south. I can still remember pulling into Dothan, Alabama on that train. Now they had cadre on there. They had regular soldiers to escort us, you know. People were down there booing us. And I seen this, I thought it was snow, but it was cotton growing everywhere. They're booing us. And I said to one of the sergeants, I said, why the hell would they booing us? We're soldiers going to war. He says, they're booing us because we're coming down here to take their husbands and brothers' jobs. And that's exactly what it was.
What year was that?
1941, probably.
Is that why?
Somewhere.
Well, you served during the Korean conflict, didn't you?
Yeah, I guess you'd call it that.
You're born in what, 28? 38,
Yeah.
you would have been 10. 48, you'd have been 20, so it would have been about 47 would be. Do you remember how old you were when you were drafted?
20-something. Early 20s. People were actually booing us. They hated to see us. And that's what we were doing. The camp was closed in 45. Now it's 51. You know what happens in 6 years when something's closed? The weeds go up to the roof. The rattlesnakes are everywhere. Clay all over the windows. They sent us down there to make it livable, clean it up. So the war was escalating. Get that place cleaned up. They bring more troops in and train them there. We get the place spick and span. They put our asses on in big army trucks, take us to the next camp somewhere in Georgia. Same procedure, clean it up for somebody else. I never worked so hard in my life. Even jackhammer work. We'd break up sidewalks and pick up the slabs to take them somewhere else in the swamps, you know. We built tent barracks, temporary. But I'll never forget, part of the basic training was you had to crawl under live fire. Well, you know me, I was eating mud. I wasn't gonna get shot. I wasn't gonna get shot. You crawl on your belly and these machine guns are firing over your head. All of a sudden, the shooting stopped. And I looked sideways and the guy alongside of me was laying there, he was shot. He had a rattlesnake in front of him and he jumped up. When he jumped up, and that's
Got him.
the bullets got him. He got out, he was lucky, he lost an arm, but he got discharged naturally.
Wow. That was the Army you served in, right?
Yeah, I don't know how many camps we rehabilitated, you know. It was cheaper to have soldiers do it than hire people. And the people down there, they hated us because we were taking their jobs.
Mhm. Didn't you say you did concrete or something there? I remember you telling me a story about having 2 pair of boots and they wanted you to have your boots perfect and you had 1 pair for...
Yeah, you had inspections every Saturday, you know. And your clothes had to be hung perfect. Your shoes had to be out under the bed, shined. Well, when you work in concrete, you can't get that off.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd hide mine in like a sewer, not a sewer, but a culvert outside. My dirty pair in a culvert. I bought an extra pair just to show them officers how clean I was, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't work. Somebody ratted on me. And the inspector general says to me, "Where's the pair you work in? Go get them." And I had to go out and get them under the culvert. I was in that kitchen for about 2 weeks scrubbing pans.
What's wrong, yes?